what we have is we've made several of these bunches of soil blocks, and for these minis, on every group there's 20 blocks. So we'll put 20 seeds in there, and what we're going to do is this is going to be for peppers, and we'll just put a variety of pepper in every one of these. And then we'll mark it down on a card and store it under the grow light. And then once these start overgrowing, the minis, then what you do is you put these inside here, and you make another soil block, and then you can take those and transfer them to the bigger ones. And then from here, you make a bigger soil block if you want, and then these would transfer to this. So you have a whole bunch of soil blocks, and then by the time they're starting to outgrow this, the weather should be warm enough where we can actually put the soil blocks out to the garden. And then we also are going to plan on selling this size of a soil block at farmers markets with different varieties of plants. And then we're just going to take our pepper plants and we're going to just stick them in every single hole, and then you kind of just sprinkle some topsoil over the top of them, and then just put them on the grow light, and then you're ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get that done.
We're going to make soil blocks today, and we're going to use the Elliott Coleman recipe. So we made these mini blocks a few weeks ago, and now our peppers are ready to be transplanted to the 2-inch blocks, and we have the dibbles for those.
Okay, so we've made the blocking mix, and it's pretty wet. You want it to be able to squeeze through your hands. It's good to rinse off your blocker. And just make sure and get a good amount inside. And I don't know if you can see that it's a good mix if some liquid comes up on the bottom. And then a little. There's your blocks. And we use these baking sheets actually that I just got these on Amazon. They hold about 35 of these 2-inch blocks. So you want to get them nice and pressed in, full of dirt, so that you have a nice square to put your seedlings into, and they just fit right inside. So we'll finish making this tray, and then we'll put our pepper seeds inside. Okay, so we have we made some 2-inch soil blocks. We're gonna move in the 3/4 inch blocks into. We started these a couple weeks ago. I'll have to check the date, but these have been growing for a few weeks. These are peppers. Some of them did not germinate at all, and I think that we needed more heat. We needed to provide more heat for them. But some of these are doing great, and so I'm going to go ahead and move these over into the 2-inch blocks. Sometimes the blocks fall apart just a little bit, but usually they transfer over pretty well. You can see the root already growing there. So I just stick that into the bigger block, and I'll just keep doing all of these.
These are the peppers that we just planted into the 2-inch blocks. And then we moved them inside onto this shelf that we attached grow lights onto. And here's some tomatoes that we planted about a month ago into minis, and 12 days ago we moved them into the 2-inch blocks. And these are already, the roots have already grown to the edge of the block. And when that happens, the roots will actually stop growing and the plant will send out another, like a second root system, which will make the plant really strong. We planted these tomatoes on the same day and then moved some to pots and some to soil blocks. And there's a few differences in the soil and lighting, but it's interesting to us how much better these are doing in the soil blocks. It's really easy to water these soil blocks because we just get a pitcher of water and pour it into the side of the tray. And if your soil blocks are spaced out enough, then the water should just go to the whole tray and the blocks will soak up as much as they need when they need it, so you don't need to worry about overwatering them. So it's pretty easy.